Thanks, guys, for coming. It's an exciting time for the University of South Alabama. They're gearing up for their new on-campus stadium, Hancock Whitney Stadium. And there are a couple of open house dates that you need to know about. Travis Toth and Jacob Ludwikowski are here from South Alabama Athletics. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. So first off, tell me your roles at South and in the athletic program.
I am Senior Associate Athletic Director. I oversee external relations.
Awesome. What about you, Jacob?
I'm Assistant Athletic Director for Development. I kind of handle the fundraising day-to-day activities.
Awesome. Well, the community, and I know South Alabama is so excited about this stadium that's going to be on campus. Just tell me about the latest and what's going on.
Well, as you know, I mean, in 2009, we launched football, and the vision, the dream was to build our own on-campus stadium, and here we are with our sites on September 12th of 2020. So it's underway. Right, and if someone wants to help with funding, how can they do so?
Really, what we're trying to do right now is unveil a kind of multifaceted program where people can give where they want to give.
I'm going to help out. Your mic's not working, so I'm going to help you out right there.
Joe coming in.
Joe.
Putting Joe in.
Joey.
Anchor 3.
Golf clap.
All right, let's see if it works now. Okay, you can go ahead. Yes, we're good.
Okay,
yep.
All right. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to unveil a multifaceted program where people can kind of give where their interests lie. So getoncampus.com is the best way to kind of see where the different funding options are. We have various naming opportunities, so if anybody's interested, they can reach out to me personally.
That is awesome. And then, you know, we talked about the excitement. This stadium, I watched a YouTube video of the virtual tour, is incredible. I was wanting to know, are there any cool features and how many people it seats?
Well, it's going to seat right at 25,000, and there's incredible features. We're going to have on the west side, we're going to have a club. The club's going to hold just under 1,000 people, and it's going to be food and beverage every night provided as part of your tickets if you're in the club level. We have loge sections, which is 42 sections of clusters of 4 seats with bar rails and connectivity for your iPhone and smartphone. We also have a south end zone, which is going to be a general admission area, which is going to be the place to be. It's going to be the party place to watch the game.
That sounds so cool. It sounds like there's not a bad seat in the house. So if someone was interested in getting season passes, when can they do that? I know it's pretty early on, but could they do that maybe this year?
You were looking at about July 8th will go on sale with tickets. So we're over the next few months, we're going to roll out some information and get the information in everybody's hands and make sure that they're aware of the July 8th date that starts kind of the actual ticket buying process.
And if the folks at home want to go ahead and ask some questions about this new stadium or get a virtual tour, they can do so. You guys have a couple open house dates coming up where people can ask questions and get more information. Tell me a little bit about that.
We do. Thursday night, this Thursday night, doors open at 5:30 at the Mitchell Center, and everybody's welcome. It's open to the public, and we're going to give a virtual tour. We're also going to answer, we'll stay there all night. We'll answer any question they have. It's a great way to find out how involved you want to be.
Right.
Thursday night at 5:30, Saturday night at 5:30, Mitchell Center.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you being here. We are so excited about this new stadium. I know the community is behind you, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, coming up, we're joining Chef Nino back at the Rouse's Culinary Center. He's working on the chicken and sausage gumbo.
Figured you'd rather be able to.
Yes,
I
to
think
hear.
it's my magnetic person.
Where you go and stuff.
Yeah.
And he called me and talked about how you guys coached together for a long time and all that kind of stuff.
Good cop, bad cop. It was great.
That's what he said. He said, yo. they saw your dance moves and they still are here. That's a good thing.
Brother, you don't understand. I got a lot of talent.
Yes.
Hidden.
Multi-talented Chef Nino in the house from Rouse's, the corporate chef for Rouse's. So you travel all over the region.
Well, they call me technically the marketing chef.
Marketing chef.
Marketing chef, yeah. And we doing the TV, some radio, and that kind of thing. Yeah, how about that, huh?
That's a lot of fun. And you've got some great Rouse's ingredients to cook with. And that's what you want to emphasize today is how easy this process can be.
Not everybody has time to do your roux from scratch, to chop up your vegetables, onions or bell peppers and celery. Where in the refrigerated produce, there's a get-rich fresh cuts. Onions, bell peppers, and celery already cut up. In Louisiana, they call this the Holy Trinity.
The Trinity.
Yeah, the Trinity. So look, you got your jarred roux, onions, bell peppers, and celery already cut up. You got your rotisserie chicken. Folks, this is too easy not to do. So let's just dive right in. Is that okay?
Let's dive right in.
All right. So we already sauteed while y'all were watching the rest of the news and everything. We sauteed our onions and bell peppers and celery down, and that's how we're going to start.
So the fresh cuts there where you have the Trinity, so I use that to make your crawfish cornbread that you did earlier on the show. Your jambalaya corn, it was so good.
Y'all did it?
Yep.
And you know, to be honest with you, if you know you don't have to have the laborious step of cutting up all the veg, you're more likely to do the recipe. And that's what I'm all about. And if you got time, do it, you know? Yeah, so we're not against that, but we want to make it.
Laborious, that's a big word for you.
Yes, sir. That's my middle name.
Laborious?
Yeah. Laborious Thibodeau. Yeah. All right, we're going to turn that fire up a little bit right there.
Let's get the fire going.
We got to get the fire going, okay? Now, the next step after your onions, bell peppers, and celery, you're going to put your roux, okay? Now, look, this is some hard, thick stuff. Don't think it's because it's so thick, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with it. So what I did, I put it in a pot, and I put a little bit of chicken stock until it's about this consistency, okay? All right. So in goes our roux right after our vegetables. All right? And then at that point, you're going to put your meat. And after you put your meat, you're going to put your chicken stock.
I wanted to ask you, you're talking about making things easier. When you use the roux where it's already like this, does that save you a bunch of time?
Maybe 30 or 40 minutes.
30, 40 minutes. Yeah. That's huge for the people out there.
The roux, and look, I love making a roux. Yeah. My friend Chef John Falls says it's a 3-beer roux. That's how long it takes.
Yep.
I know, isn't that something? So the roux, you're going to take equal parts of flour, equal parts of oil.
Okay.
And then you're going to put it right in a little pot, and you're going to put it on a medium to high heat, and you're going to stir. Now, when you're making a roux, that's all you need to do is make a roux. Yeah. Because it's going to have a tendency to burn. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for coming in. More folks coming in. We love that. And so you're just going to stir the roux when it's in the pan like this right here. You're going to go this way. You're going to go that way. And then you're going to turn your body a little bit this way, for example. You see, you're going to keep doing this here. You know what I'm saying? Because the way your arm is, you're going to get the same, you want to get every square inch of that pan. You know what I'm saying? You almost got to do the roux dance. All right? Come around here. Yeah. You know, and so your whole house going to smell like roux, kind of like popcorn, nutty flavor.
I like that roux dance.
Oh, yeah.
You should patent that.
That's right. Well, they call me the guru. Hello. Chef Guru. Yeah. Thank y'all for coming out. All right.
So we need to stir that a little bit?
Yeah, we're going to stir that, yeah.
That's looking good. That's smelling good. Yeah. All right, Chef Nino, people want to find all these ingredients to make it easy and stuff. Once again, you said you can look for all the Rouse's products, correct?
Yes, sir. Rouse's and just ready-made, ready to go. At Rouse's, we shucked the oysters, cracked the crab, peeled the crawfish, peeled the shrimp, made it easy for you so you're more likely to do it. Yeah. Everybody's busy nowadays. Nobody got time for all that.
And then I got to give you a plug again just because I like it so much. I'm not paid to do this, but I love your Chef Nino's Cajun Adrenaline Seasoning. You can put this on anything. It is so good.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I love it.
Less salt. Now we're going to put in our meat. We cut up our beautiful Rouse's andouille sausage, and this is what it looks like right here. Andouille sausage is highly seasoned, but not hot. Very seasoned, and it's a very lean piece of meat also. Okay, so we cut that up. We're going to put that in there. And then we took all the meat off of our chicken. Yeah. And that's where we are right there. We plucked the chicken. No, we didn't pluck it. We got the meat off. It's not deboning. No, sir. You're taking the meat. You're not taking the bones out. It's demeating. They call me Demetrius.
All right, so we're going to let you get all that in the pot. When we come back, we're going to have the third and final segment, which will also be your first segment with my new co-host, Chelsea.
Yeah, and look, this is where we are. I'm going to show them real fast with the meat and the roux.
Are you not excited about Chelsea?
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
But you're as excited about this.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to show them what it looks like. Yeah. Look, that's it. Now, at that point, we're going to put in our chicken stock and just let it boil down and ready to go.
You better be nice to her coming up, man.
I'll trust me. Yes, sir.
All right.
You know why? Because I have a truck payment next month. I'm playing, y'all.
We'll be back. Chef Nino, give him a round of applause here. Back in a bit.
He did not even care about that Chelsea plug that was coming up.
But now he does.
Yeah. Now he does?
Me and Chef Nino are besties.
Okay.
I think he was just so focused on what he was doing that he wasn't paying attention to me. Which is fine.
It's fine.
But Joe, that happens all the time.
It happens all the time. He also said his names were Demetrius and Laborious in that segment. That was kind of a crazy segment.
I noticed you just kept taking a couple of steps back and just kind of let him do his thing.
All right.
Yeah. Did you learn the roux dance?
Yeah, so the roux dance had too many steps to it as well. We spent about a minute on that roux dance. I don't know if any of that was factual. The point is just get all parts of the pan, I think was the point.
Get the roux stirred.
You know, I think the forecast is going to please just about everybody, because if you're a cool weather fan, you like today. If you're a warm weather fan, you like tomorrow. If you like wet weather, you're going to like the forecast as well. It's a little something for everybody.
There you go.
Except for snow.
Variety.
Snow, people.
None of that. Yeah, none of that, unfortunately. Low 50s right now.
Sorry to snow on your parade.
Oh, goodness. Okay, moving on.
We've already got Nino, Joe. We don't need two in one show. Low 50s for Mobile and Pensacola. Breezy winds are showing up. Now, temperatures are going to be increasing rapidly later this afternoon and tonight thanks to a warm front. So even though it's cool right now, it is not going to be that way all day. You got light rain lifting from south to north. We will see periodic rain today, tonight, and for much of this week, and it'll just keep churning from offshore to onshore. Warm front's going to lift up, and our temperatures will jump to the mid to upper 70s starting tomorrow. Most of the widespread rain will be north of I-20. That's where flash flooding issues will take place. For us, we could see an average of 1 to 2 inches of rain from now through Saturday, but it doesn't look like we're going to be dealing with any chilly air in the short term. Today is going to be the coolest day, but the temperatures by the time you get off work at 5 o'clock will be in the mid 60s. It'll be near 70 when you wake up tomorrow. So it's going to be humid tomorrow morning and then near 80 by the end of the week.
What?
Yeah.
What in the world?
A rapid jump. Rapid
What
jump.
in the world?
But it won't last. It won't last that
Is he
long.
making fun of me?
A little bit. He does that to me too. Don't feel bad.
Guys, also wanted to say, nice job.
We do
Color
match.
coordinate.
It's like we
Maybe.
called each other last night, but we didn't.
No, I tried that once and they don't answer. It's okay.
Coming up next, one of our favorites, Chip and Joanna Gaines. A brand new edition of the Magnolia Journal is out. We're going to get a preview, see what Miss Joanna is up to in the new year. Stick around, you're going to want to see that.
The new edition of the Magnolia Journal is starting to show up in mailboxes and stores across the country.
For some reason, my whole part of this is like in bold. Like yours was in regular, and it just threw me off. I don't know why it's so bold. I should be professional. Let me get it together.
Okay.
Everyone is anxious to see what Joanna Gaines is up to for the new year. Our roving reporter, Jillian Lopez, got her hand on a copy, and she's here with a preview.
Hey everyone, well you're probably wondering back at the studio why I'm standing in front of a New York background to talk about the Magnolia Journal. Well, there is a good reason for it and we'll get to that in a minute, but first take a look at this cover.
The spring edition of the Magnolia Journal is here, and it features Joanna on the cover, of course. This time she is standing in the rain in the middle of a street in New York City, about as far from Texas as you can get. Authenticity is the theme for this edition, and Joanna really sums up the heart of the issue right on the cover. The world needs who you were made to be. Say that 3 times fast. Now, if you watched the show, you know we have sent cameras down to Waco to interview Joe. And we have caught up with the Gaines during their book tours, and they really are about as authentic, as nice of a couple in person as you would imagine. And as Joanna told us in one of those interviews, the Magnolia Journal is all about authenticity.
I never want this to feel like we have a lot of information and we're crowding it in there. There's a reason why I want this to be quarterly. I want to be able to spend a good amount of time putting information that we feel like is really important for that season in there. We never want this to feel like something that we're just cranking out. And if we ever get to that point, then we forgot about the goal.
And one goal of this issue is to fill you in on Joanna's guide to New York City. You may not know this, but back when she was in college, she took a big chance on a great opportunity and moved to the Big Apple.
When I moved here to New York, I was a homebody, again, risk averse, moved to New York, have an internship with CBS.
Safe.
Very safe. My dad had given me this tiny little Bible and you wrote in it.
Yes, safe.
He wrote in the Bible just basically saying, proud of you, go get him in the big city, Big Apple, you know, and it was just my little encouragement for my father, and I loved this Bible and I carried it around with me everywhere.
And in the magazine, Jo shows you everywhere she went. Okay, well, not everywhere, but she does share her favorite hangouts and hideaways, so you're going to want to check that out. And talk about being authentic. Wait until you read her column. The letter from Jo is a very introspective look at how her Instagram has changed since she became wildly famous. She gets very real about being authentic with her fans and how she strikes a healthy balance. Maybe some lessons we can all use. As always, there are some amazing recipes, and even if you don't cook, the beautiful photos of the food are sure to make you happy and hungry. Jo jumps into some innovative ideas for breakfast and some scrumptious quick breads that you can whip up in about an hour. Don't forget about Chip. He has a great column that really cuts to the heart of what he is all about, how he's a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy, and how it all ties back to his roots and his willingness to take chances, something he wishes more people would try.
I think most people do the 9-to-5 thing out of fear of failure, and I think that if the world had everybody out creating the music they should be creating, starting the businesses that they should be starting, writing the books that they should be writing, I think the world would be a better place for it.
So there you go, it's a New York edition of the Magnolia Journal, and that's why I'm standing in front of the New York Hotel here in Las Vegas. And before I let you go, I have to tell you that Jo dropped some exciting news about a new children's book she's writing with her kiddos. And she even offers up a sneak peek of the cover featuring an illustration of her kids and, yes, baby crew as well. But you have to pick up a copy of the magazine to see it. All right, let's get authentic. Back to you guys.
I love Chip and Jo.
I know you do. I do as well. Their show was great. They've done so many things in so many different areas.
Right.
And what they're doing in Waco, Texas to kind of rebuild that city and change its image from the horrible thing that happened couple decades ago. They put it on the map again. People are making it a destination to go see all that they've going on.
I have a friend there now. She said she loves it. So
very cool.
It's awesome. But the Magnolia Journal is published by the Meredith Corporation, the same people who own Fox 10.
I actually read Chip's book a little while ago.
Yes, how was it?
It was really good. It really did talk about, they alluded to in that, how he took chances, how he always kind of carved his own path moving forward.
They seem so real.
Yeah.
Real people.
Maybe they'll come hang out with us sometime.
I'll just send her a text.
Yeah. Next, is your toddler watching too much TV? A new study releases some alarming numbers on young children and screen time. That's next in your Daily Tech.
season, one way to beat the traffic and parking issues is to pump up your bicycle tires for a quick and easy ride. David Greene from Greene and Phillips is here to give us some tips on how to stay safe while riding our bikes through town. David, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
David, are there any particular laws that bicycle riders should be aware of?
So there are certain rules of the road that you follow as a bicyclist. You're not supposed to be on the sidewalk. You should be in the lane of travel, inside the fog lane, and that way vehicles will see you as they pass by. But yes, you should abide by the rules of the road, stop at stop signs, use your hand signals to turn, and that type of thing.
Right, and so you talked about the importance of drivers seeing you, so talk about visibility.
Well, it's very important to make sure that you wear bright clothes. Any type of vest, you should wear that. All the bicycle shops have that. The lighting on the front and the rear of the bike, very, very important. Make sure that you follow those safety, or use those safety features to save your life.
And what other equipment should be important to consider?
Well, you know, any child under 16 has to wear a helmet. That's the rule. That's the law. But I always recommend that anyone that's riding a bicycle on the roadway, that you wear a helmet and wear any type of safety equipment that you have.
And what other tips do you have for those using bicycles this Mardi Gras season?
Just make sure that you don't drink and ride your bike. We were talking about that, almost a little bit silly, but if you're going to drink alcohol, if you choose to do so, do not ride a bike. You can kill someone else, you can kill yourself, or you can actually be charged with a crime.
Right. And if someone is in a bicycle-related incident, what should they do next?
Make sure that you call 911, treat it as if it's a motor vehicle accident, go ahead and seek medical treatment, and sit down and talk to a personal injury lawyer. Our law firm handles that type of case. We've done many of these over the years. Very important to talk to a lawyer because you do have rights as a bicyclist.
And if someone has further questions, how can they contact you?
Very simply, come by 51 North Florida Street anytime. You don't need an appointment, or call 300-2000.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here, David.
Fantastic seeing you.